What's going on YouTube? It's the GOAT, man, the one and only. You can't clone me, man. The kid that did, the one that done, man. Back at y'all with some more ooze, man. Back at y'all with some more ooze. As y'all can see, I got Golden State, I got Curry and them, man. They roster back, so Curry, Clay and them on now. Facing AD with Brian them. Y'all know who. If y'all don't know who gonna win by now, man, it's the GOAT, man. Like, I am really the GOAT. I'm accepting all smoke, but enough of that, man. I really made this video to talk about the playoffs, man. The update on the playoffs, man. Knicks, Hawks, Lakers getting bounced, Clippers series that just ended today, and the new series that will begin. Though we're gonna go and get into this video. I'm gonna let y'all watch the heat in the background while I'm just, give y'all my perspective on basketball, man, because I've been watching it for a while. I've been watching basketball for a very long time. I've been playing 2K since, it's been a while, bro. Like, I didn't play 2K since like 2K4, 2K5, probably before that. Like, I've always been on gaming, so, but enough of that. Yeah. I'm surprised the Lakers got bounced, man, but the way that they were playing and the injuries against a hot Phoenix Suns team who really feel like they had something to prove. It was Devin Booker's first time in the playoffs, and yes, he did. He exceeded expectations, I feel like. I mean, people expected him to be a star, but people just was ready to see that. They were so anxious on seeing that. They was ready to see that star, and when he dropped 47 in the elimination game, I think that just kind of put the icing on the cake. But he averaged, I would say, I think it was 32. I think it was 32 that series, if I'm not mistaken. But man, Phoenix played great. Mikal Bridges was knocking his corner threes down. Lakers played good. I will say this, Lakers played good some games, but no, they did not play the usual Lakers. Drummond wasn't doing anything. AD was in street clothes all day. He kept getting injured, man. I hope he get better. He re-injured himself in the game they got eliminated in. That's what got them up out of there, man. And Phoenix was just on fire. Chris Paul back. Chris Paul playing better. He was definitely the driving force. But the Hawks, I told y'all that was one of my favorite series, man. Even though it ended in 5 games, man, Hawks did their thing. It was one of my favorite ones out of round one. Just out of round one, out of the whole playoffs. Because, of course, we haven't seen what's going on after that. But Knicks and Hawks. Knicks and Hawks, man. Trae Young, that boy's going to be they're going to call him a superstar by the end of the playoffs, depending on how far he goes. We're going to talk about that game as well today. They got a 20-point victory. Well, not a 20. I'm sorry. That was not a 20-point victory, correct? That's incorrect. They had a 20-point lead. They still got the victory, had a 20-point lead, but they blew it in the fourth quarter. Philly started applying pressure from their potential defensive player of the year, Ben Simmons. That boy is something crazy. He just need a jump shot, man. He's a jump shot away from being unstoppable. That's all that boy need. But that was a great game, man. That was a very great game. Back to the Hawks and Knicks, though. The Hawks and the Knicks series, man. Trae Young just played phenomenal. Averaged 27 and 11 throughout the series. Their defense was very, very, very stiff. They were stopping a lot at the rim. They was containing people, especially Julius Randle. He shot what, 28% for the series, I think, something like that. It was 24% at first. I know he had like a good game or two when they won, but other than that, Julius Randle, they best player, because all he can do is go left, which, I'm a Kentucky fan, so I gotta root for him, but all that man can do is go left. So, till he adds something else to his game. Playoff ball is different, man. You ain't playing one team on the West Coast, then going to Sacramento, then going to New York, then going to Oregon, things like that. You're not doing that. You're playing that one team, and you got to beat them 4 times. And they're going to play smarter. Every team is going to play smarter every single game out. They seen you're puncturing their armor, they're going to play smarter. They're going to play smarter. Their coach is going to think of something. That's why they're in these playoffs. That's why they consistently won throughout the season, man. Preparation. But Hawks whooped the Knicks, bro. Hawks whooped the Knicks. They got a game 1 victory. That was a very close game. Joel Embiid, who was questionable, gave them, I believe, 30 and 8. I think Trae Young had 35 to end the game, if I believe, or maybe 38. But Joel Embiid played really good to have a sore knee, having them knee problems, and he was questionable. They didn't know he was going to play, and he came and showed up. So I think that should help them feel pretty good about themselves. Like I said, they went on a late game run. They went on a late game run at about, I think it's the last like 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes. Like I said, when they had the 20-point lead, they shrunk that down. They definitely shrunk that down. The Brooklyn Nets series, the second round of the Brooklyn Nets versus Bucks. I do want to see that series, but I honestly think that I watched game one. And I wasn't too impressed with Giannis. Giannis was a little passive. Yeah, they was on him, but it's like, okay, you gotta, you're Giannis. You try to go up a little stronger, try to make the play. Don't quit relying on, other people to just keep making corner threes, trying to throw it to the outside man. I believe if he can find a way to get some buckets or even hit his outside shot or hit his post fadeaways and things like that, the mid-range at least, just to make them respect it, to where they can wall up, but they can't wall up. They got to watch that perimeter. And even if he does kick it up to the perimeter, it's still contested. I was going to say that. I'm going to give Brooklyn their props, man. They've been contesting shots. They've been playing defense. The defensive woes that everybody thought they was going to have, they are definitely they fixed it. Let's just say that they fixed it. They fixed it. I'm not going to say it's picture perfect, but they're playing better defense. And it is the playoffs. Ring is on the line. They are the favorites. So I'm definitely looking forward to that series to see what's going to go on, how Giannis is going to play, because I don't feel like he was really too much effective in game one, man. Him and Chris Middleton need to be consistent. Him and Drew Holiday, they're going to have to help. I know Drew Holiday isn't a scorer, but he's going to have to score a little bit. I would say really him, just keep playing defense. Drew, keep being Drew. He gonna get his, but I really feel like Chris Middleton would be a big factor if he was to stay consistent, because he is very inconsistent, but I love how he plays. He has a smooth game, and he's definitely capable of dropping buckets. But that Clippers Maverick series, man, y'all, that was crazy. Game 6, Game 7 was crazy. I honestly thought that Mavericks were going to win in Game 6, but Kawhi definitely took that over. He took that over, and he wasn't going for that. I don't think Kawhi was trying to get bounced in the first round. Everybody's getting bounced in the first round. Portland got bounced. I don't think he wanted to be a part of that. And dropped 42 to force Game 7. And today, 28-10. Luka was going off. Luka had 29 in the first half. It was a competitive game. I watched it. It was Luka is his team wasn't showing up, man. Porzingis, Marjanovic, he's 7'4". I don't understand why he's like, and I'm not 7'4", so I can't really just blame him for that, because he's just too big for his own good, man. He's a gentle giant, but they wasn't giving him no help. They weren't mobile enough. They were too much for him. Luka couldn't do it by himself. At first, they was trying to make it to where Luka can't beat you, but then it's like, if Luka's the only one scoring, if we could just make Luka kick it to his men, this is over with, But if he scores, it's also over with, because it's like Luka's not going to score every time down the court. He's going to score a lot, but if his teammates are not scoring when he do pass that ball, it's like, okay, well, now it's just him. It's 5-on-1, and we can go down there and get a bucket, because they don't have the defenders that they have, in which they kind of do, but the lineup that they play, they don't have the defenders. I feel like they should start Josh Richardson. I feel like they should start him. Tim is a baller. That's the only, I feel like that's the main reason why I'm not taking it from Tim. Tim is a great defender. Tim is a good defender. Tim can play. Tim has been the only help like 90% of the time that Luka has. And yeah, I just feel like they should put Josh Richardson somewhere in the lineup. But then again, I take that back, because like, to add one, you have to take one, and I'm not really sure if I want to take Finney Smith or Tim out because of that help. But I will put Tim on the bench. Let him score against some bench players, man. That wouldn't hurt nothing. Him scoring against some bench players. I think Josh Richardson, that extra defense, that'll get them some stops. You know, Josh Richardson can score as well. He's not as consistent as Tim Hardaway, but he can score. And he's definitely a defender. He's definitely a defender. But I'm gonna watch a couple more games, man. Round 2, man. Let me know what series y'all would like for me to cover game by game. I'm doing all that, man. If you made it to this point of the video, like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.